angels have started appearing in the sky. And this just happened a couple of days ago in Houston in Texas, and a lot of people actually did film this whole incident, and it seems like a proper angel just appeared in the sky. And at first, you know, obviously we were living at an age of AI tools, and I basically thought that this could be another AI scam. But what's actually interesting is that multiple people have recorded photos and videos of this same event, of this angel appearing in the sky. And what's even more surprising is that right after this angel appeared, something devastating happened. So let's go ahead and take a look at this footage right here.
Angel was spotted in the sky over Houston, Texas on June 13th, and it shocked the entire world. While skeptics rushed to say it was fake or just AI, these are real images captured by real people. What if this is one of the signs the Bible said would happen in the end times? There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. Luke 21:25-26.
Now, if you actually take a look at whatever appeared in the sky in the clouds, this literally looks like an angel itself. Now, there is absolutely no doubts that this is some sort of a coincidence, but if you look at the image closely, you can actually see that the wing part of the angel, the upper wing part, is looking much more thicker, like an actual wing, and then the feather part of the wing is actually much more thinner. And this goes on for the both sides. You see the upper part looks much more thicker, and then the feather sides are much thinner compared to the upper side. So it basically looks like a literal angel figure that appeared in Texas. Now, there are multiple people that have captured many different angles of the same angel that actually appeared. So that's the reason why I believe that this is not some sort of an AI, and this was actually recorded. We also have another video. Let me show you guys right here. So this is the video of people that have just captured it. And if you look closely, you can actually see that the entire sky looks like lightish orangish color, and this particular angel being, it's kind of just very vibrant orangish, you know, it's completely standing out in the sky compared to anything else, like any other clouds. And it's kind of just seems like, you know, God is showing sign to Texas that maybe something is coming up. Look at that stuff. It literally looks like an angel. That is a perfect angel. And the only thing I could imagine is that maybe angels are going to be that big in size. So we never know. If God is kind of showing us a sign, angels could possibly be that huge in size. And they're going to be so huge. That's gigantic. And as you can see, there are multiple different footage of many people that have taken the same stuff, you know, same videos from many different angles. And this is basically what it looks like. And what's actually very interesting about this whole appearance of angel in the sky is that it's not just something that randomly just happened, right? Because right after this angel being a whatever thing that just appeared in the sky, there was a massive, and I mean one of the greatest and one of the biggest floods that America has ever seen that literally just happened, because in Texas, the entire city is now underwater. There is massive flood that's currently going on in Texas. These right here are some of the footage that you can actually see. A family right here are stuck in the flood and they're asking for help. This is basically what's happening right now. The entire city is flooded. There is literally no houses, no cars, nothing. Like the entire city is like completely flooded. We also have a woman who is filming her house, which is completely drenched in flood. Take a look at this one.
I mean, it's like a lake.
Look at that stuff, man. That looks scary. Like the entire city, like the whole town is like flooded in.
Our cars, everything. We've lived here for 30
wow.
years.
Oh gosh, look at that stuff. Bridges, factories, cars, even trucks, man.
I mean, it's like a lake.
I mean, this scene alone, it kind of just looks like some sort of an apocalypse movie, right? Take a look at this stuff, man. Like the flashlights going on all over there, you know, the cop lights, and then the whole city just emerging out of the water. That looks like a Hollywood movie to me. That is scary.
30 years.
That looks scary. And this is also another footage which is coming from Kear County in Texas. There are houses. Oh, damn. I didn't know it was this bad though, but this is just crazy.
Devastating flood. Weather service declared flash flood.
And what's terrifying is that right after this angel appeared in the sky, it seems like all of this disaster basically started happening in Texas. And if you look at the Bible, it already says that during the end times, there will be a lot of destruction that will happen across the world. And these will be natural disasters like heavy rains, floods, tsunamis, earthquakes, volcanoes erupting, and also hailstorms that's going to happen. And all of these things are especially happening all around the world. And deserts are turning into water, and Euphrates River is completely drying up, which is also one of the prophecies that was mentioned in the Bible. And apart from that, there's also snowfall happening in Saudi Arabia, which is a place that we've never seen snowfall happen ever before. But for the very first time in the history, we are now noticing snowfall that is completely just covering the entire desert. And this place is turning into a place that looks like Alaska, like the entire desert's becoming snow. And this is something that was so biblical, and it was also mentioned in the Bible that these things are supposed to happen before the second coming happens. And eventually it seems like the day has finally come, and all the signs are extremely clear, and it's right before our eyes right now. Now here we have another footage I want you guys to take a look at. This woman, I think she's asking for help, and this is basically what's going on. It looks like they're living inside the sea. Damn. This is just beyond imagination. It looks like it's basically tsunami or something, but it's not tsunami, it's just floods. That supermarket right there. Almost the entire city is like destroyed. Oh. Damn. Bro. Wow. This is straight out of a Hollywood movie, I swear. Imagine you're just opening a door and you literally get to see this stuff. Damn, dude. This actually looks like a scene where your house is like built like in the ocean or something. You know, we've got like all of these waves just pouring into your house. There's children's crying and nobody's out there for helping them. This is just crazy. This is crazy, man. Let's just take a look at the entire footage once again. I really can't believe myself that these things are actually happening right now in Texas. Right after that angel thing just showed up in the sky. So does this mean that these are like the warnings that the Bible actually warns us about in the scriptures? Because we'll take a look at what the scripture actually says in just a second. I want to actually watch this whole video once again because this just looks crazy, man. This part? Damn, dude. Straight out of the movies, man. And look at this stuff. Oh my God. Imagine you just open your doors and you see everything just flooded. The whole town is flooded. You can't see road. There's literally nothing. No neighbor's houses left. Like you're the only house that's miraculously just surviving. Or maybe any second it's going to start floating. You never know. This is insane. Is that a house right there? Is that the roof of someone's house? Damn, dude. What in the world is going on? And it seems like all of this is happening just because of the rain. Nobody knows what it is. Some people say that it could be, you know, the government basically hiding stuff from us, that they tried some sort of a cloud seeding project and it kind of just went wrong. Or maybe, you know, we Christians believe that these are the signs of the end times. And obviously we know that everything, all the prophecies of the end times have already come true. And now we are probably just living during the end times, and these are just the signs. And it's a very clear sign that we actually got to see that angelic being in the sky. And I want you guys to take a look at this footage right here, man. Doesn't that look like a sea? To be honest, this literally looks like a sea. It doesn't even look like a flood. Damn. That looks like a sea. And this is actually happening right now in Texas. I really can't believe it. This doesn't look normal. It looks like one of those floods from the Noah days where God decided to like flood the whole world, and that's basically how it looks. Probably just imagine this is probably how Noah's days were actually looking like. And we even got waves, dude. What's even forming these waves? I have no idea. What is actually forming these waves? If it's just flood, why doesn't it just, fill up the streets? And why does it have to form these waves though? That's the part I really don't understand. And right after this whole stuff happened, there are floods massively happening all around the world. From Indonesia, we've also got flood happening in Oman. We've got floods happening in Texas. We got winter storm that's happening in Turkey, which is a place that nobody expected. And all of these things, all of these bizarre things are actually happening out of nowhere. And that's one of the shocking part. And the worst of all is that we actually got to see this angel stuff that just appeared out of nowhere. And it literally looks like a proper angel, to be honest. I mean, just look at this stuff, man. It looks like a proper leg. And then there's like the torso, and then even the wings. The wings part is like the best of all, because this literally looks like a real angelic wings. And these things are much more tender compared to like the bone structure over here. That is just insane. This could never be a coincidence, man. This could never be a coincidence. Now, if you go down to these Bible words, you'll actually see that in the Bible, these things are very specifically mentioned. In Luke chapter 21, verse 11, and in Luke chapter 21, verse 25 to 26, it actually says the following: there will be great earthquakes, and in various places famines and pestilences, and there will be terrors and great signs from heaven. And in Luke chapter 21, verse 25, it mentions that, and there will be signs in sun and moon and stars, and on the earth distress of nations, in perplexity because of the roaring of seas and waves. Now, obviously, these verses, they already mentioned that there will be signs that will appear in the sky from stars, moon, as well as, the clouds and sky or whatever. So these things are now officially happening. And at the same time, they also said that there will be distress between multiple nations. And we've already seen so many wars that actually took place right now, which is also something that we should really look up to. And at the same time, it also says that the sea and waves will be roaring around. And we'll see earthquake, volcanoes, and so many different things that will happen all around the world, and these things are literally happening. So I genuinely believe that it seems like we are entering into the final days, and we're getting so close to the second coming, man. And I've got to say this, man, every single day I go to sleep, I wake up, and I just get to see something crazy that's happening around the world. And I've never seen any generation or any year so far that has actually given us so many signs that's so relatable to the Bible's end times. Because just go back to a couple of months since we started making videos, and if you look back, you'll actually see that it's probably been somewhere around 4 or 5 months, and I think all of these 5 months have entirely been all about wars, rumors of wars, some famines, earthquakes, and volcano eruptions, and all the prophecies coming true. And we also got Pope Francis, who just passed away, and also some dude just came up claiming that he's going to be the Antichrist and whatnot. So all of these things, and also one of the best part, which is Euphrates River is now completely drying up. That's the best part of all, because during the end times, it seems like the river is supposed to be completely dry, and it's already in the moment. It's already getting dry, and that's one of the things that we should always keep an eye out on. And of course, I'll make another video where I give you guys like a full update on what's really happening with the Euphrates River and what's going on, what kind of research archaeologists have already done to the places that has already gone completely dry. Have they found something crazy in there that is kind of biblical? I'll make a full video on that one. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys want to see me covering all of those topics as well. And yeah, the last thing I would really love to say is that if you haven't really found God in your heart, and even after seeing all of these prophecies and signs coming true, if you really think that the Bible and the scriptures are not true, then I think you should really start giving time to these scriptures and actually start reading this incredible book right here, because there are so much stuff in this book that I've learned, and looking at the things that's happening around in the world right now, it just relates so much, man. I've got to be honest, it relates so much. Even though if you're an atheist, if you don't believe in God, if you believe in many different religions, I genuinely ask you guys to go ahead and give this a shot. And once you completed this book, or if you learned about this book, then you might actually reconsider on whatever you're believing, because all the things in there actually has scientific proof, as well as all the prophecies have come true, and there is no religion or no ancient scripture that is as accurate as this book right here is. So make sure to go ahead and read it, because it seems like the end times are closing in and we're getting so close to the second coming of Jesus as far as what the book is already referred to, and I think we should always be ready. So I would genuinely ask every single one of you guys to please just go ahead, share this video with as many people as you possibly can, so they can basically know what's happening around the world. And you never know, this video might actually get some non-believer into wanting to go ahead and look into the scriptures and learn about it. We never know. Your one share could actually make a lot of difference in someone's life. So please make sure to go ahead and take your time and share this video with as many people as you possibly can. And also, if you can't really share this video with anyone, the best thing you guys could do is basically go ahead and drop a like on this video and leave a comment. It can be anything that you would like to share. It could be just a word of God, or maybe you just want to discuss about the topic. Just make sure to go ahead, leave a comment, leave a like. It boosts the algorithm of YouTube, and it makes sure that YouTube pushes this video to as many people as possible so that they can learn the things that's going on in the world, and they might eventually come to the scriptures. So you're doing a great deed by just supporting this video and supporting what I do on this content. So I really, really appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting everything that I've been doing so far. Now, with that being said, if you guys want to stay tuned for more updates on the things that I cover on this channel, in this channel, we usually cover topics that are usually not covered on the mainstream media, because they obviously don't want you guys to know the truth. But then I try to bring you guys the truth and things that's happening right now in the most updated and the most easiest fashion I possibly can. So I try to do my best with the content that I'm providing for you guys. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could go ahead, subscribe, and turn the notifications on and set the notification settings to all, so that way you guys don't miss out on the videos that I post every single day. Now, with that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Till then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.